ज्ञानानन्दकरं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रीमात्रे नमः. श्रीमाता श्रीमहाराज्ञी श्रीमत्सिंहासनेश्वरी Amma, your 140th 141 sloka Chitkalananda Kalika Premarupa Priyankari Namaparayana Prita Nandividya Nateswari. Hayagriva Swami explained all these things to Agastya. Lalitasahasranamas was written by Vasinyadi Devatas at her behest. Here in Chitkalananda means Chitkala means Chit. It was mentioned many times in Lalitasahasranamas. Chit means that particular a special energetic force which is there in all creation. That is Chitkala. It is more than mind. It is present in all creatures. Then it was defined like this: Chittesu Chitkala Nama Shakti Sarva Sariranam. Chitkala, that is the name. Chitteshu, it is in the mind, but it controls all the people in all situations. It is there. It is in the middle of all beings. That's all. Then comes in Padma Puranam, it was mentioned, she resides as power of knowledge in Chit. Suddenly, a spark of information, you get it in your. It is not there in the mind also. You are not stored anywhere. You have not read any book, but it is there. In the Chit. Suddenly, a spark will develop, and maybe the grace of the Divine Mother, maybe your poor jnana, punya. Suddenly, you went to a good temple, and suddenly, good ideas you have got it, which you never thought you got it. Suddenly, you see a temple in a dream, which you never saw. After that, you are a changed man. Anything can happen. That is all. The power is there in the Chitkala, in the mind. It may blossom any minute. That will be explained a little later, right now. Chitka Ananda Kalika. Kalika means, Ananda means, as all of you know, it is bliss. It is not just happiness, it is more than that. This Kalika means, it was explained nicely, it is like a bud. Literally, the meaning of the Kalika is when a bud is there of a flower, that is known as Kalika. But that will be blossomed into a flower, then it will be good. The Ananda, which is there as a bud in our body, with the Divine Mother's grace, it will blossom into a full-fledged Ananda bliss. That is Ananda Kalika. We are having a small iota of happiness. It is. So that will be manifold, multiplied by the Divine Mother's grace only. So that is why we have to worship. That is the idea. This bud, Ma, I am having this bud of small happiness. Blossom this particular one into a bigger one. That is how you have to request her. Ananda Kalika. You are a full of bliss. I am only a minuscule. Kindly help me to see this is blossomed into a bigger one. That was the idea. Then Prema Rupa. Prema Rupa means it is embodiment of love. This is not embodiment of love, means not human love or anything, or mother's love also. It is Suddha Prema. The mother, of course, you may say, but mother also may feel the child. This child will be my support at the old age. And with some 10% selfishness may be there, even in mother's 1%. But Divine Mother, she is not at all diluted with any selfish motive. It is pure Suddha. I only say one practical example. If a small child just born about 2 months, he will not have any attachment. That is the pure Chaitanyam is there to an extent in him. You will be seeing how he is very happy. After taking the milk, he is very happy. He is not at all bothered, anything, no jealousy, nothing. So that is why we use it to catch the small child. We get a feeling of sattva when we do that. It was mentioned elsewhere in one of the last stanzas of the Lalitasahasranamas. Mahaniya Dayamurti, Maha Samrajya Shalini. Very kind-hearted lady. She is capable of giving entire kingdom, but nobody is asking the kingdom. I only want this plot to be registered. I want a job. Nobody asks for bigger things. She has got a bigger things. Then comes this love or bhakti or affection is part of her nature. That is what I said, embodiment of love. We are not feeling. It is a solidified love. It is like a ghani bhavana, like ice. So that will be melted only with your prayers. You have to. It should be heated with a ignited with your prayers. Then the melt of this Divine Mother's uh, love, which is in a solidified form, it melts. That's what you have to. You have to touch her heart. Rather, I put it in simple words. Then comes Namaparayana Prita. Namaparayana Prita means it is not just normal meaning. She'll be happy with her names. That is apparent meaning. It is not to be belittled. Even if you utter Namaparayana, that means reading like a mechanically, that won't help. Even so, that is it is a big Maha mantra. Lalitasahasranamas is not a normal thing. It is Maha. Maha means whenever the word Maha comes, it is Brahmajnanam. So definitely some benefit you will get it. But what is expected of Nama Parayana Prita means reading attentively with all her, with all your Tattvardha Spurana. That means what is the deeper meaning? Tattva. Tattva means that particular, that higher Brahmajnanam is embedded in that particular word. Whether I am getting to that particular one, the higher meaning, not the apparent meaning. With that stronger feeling. That is what the video I am trying to make, so that some of the people at least get benefited. So don't read mechanically. Try to understand the meaning and the deeper aspect of that particular one, and with reverence, and pray to the Divine Mother with all ekagrata, without any side feelings. Ma, you are the only shelter. Help me. I am looking to you with all the names. I am reading to the extent that I can understand with your blessings. Oh, you are a great soul. You are an embodiment of love. Kindly give me a little bit of peace, a little bit of anandam, ananda kalika I am having. That is how you have to do it. Nama Parayana Prita. But one thing Shanmukha Sharma was rightly telling, even though some people read mechanically these 1,000 names, some of the names at least they must be understanding, and suddenly they may feel they will be attached to some meanings of the some names, and there also if their heart really goes into that particular one, and then Mahaniya Dayamurti, once you say it, oh, well, Divine Mother is very kindful. Then Sarvavyadi Prasamani, Sarvamruchi Nivarani. Suppose you are having a fever, you may say, Ma, Sarvavyadi Prasamani, remove my disease. You may say like that. So there are many slokas which I have been explaining all through. There will be a particular thing, particular aspect which you wanted it, which you wanted to get benefited. Maybe it is materialistic or spiritualistic. When the relevant name comes, you are feeling, oh Ma, kindly do something for me. Atma Vidya, Mahavidya. If you want self-realization, say that particular word. So we will go into that one by one. So with all the feelings, if you read even few names, if you can read entire thing, she will be very much pleased. Ultimately, in Sankalpam, everyone was telling, when the whole thing is offered, when you pour water in a copper glass, what we say, Tava Prichardham. That means for your happiness, for your pleasure, if you are satisfied Ma, by my reading, I will be happy. Not for my satisfaction. If Divine Mother is satisfied, all other things are added unto you. You don't have to ask this and that. So, what is required is devotion. My Guru says, devotion, Paramahamsa Yogananda, my Guru was telling, God cannot escape the devotion call of any devotee. He has got inferiority complex, but he will be very much happy if somebody really calls with devotion, but not mechanical reading. You may do mechanical reading, some small benefit you may get it. That is because it is a Maha Mantra. That is the point. But to get the ultimate benefit, the Brahmajnana itself will get it. She will take care of all other things also. Don't think I am using the word Brahmajnana only. It was mentioned there. Yesterday also I was telling an important thing. Maha Tantra, Maha Yantra, Maha. This Maha is used means Tantra itself, it can be for good or bad also. Mostly it is used for good. People misunderstand. But some Tantras only for some some physical aspect of the benefits, some to get a child, some to get married, some to have some getting the disease removed. The kind of problems are the tantras are used, but that that thing won't give you any moksha. But this particular one, Mahatma Tantra means she is capable of giving what you call both materialistic as well as spiritualistic. Most of also she is going to give. That is how it is known as here. Namaparayanq Prita. She has the capacity to do that kind of things. Tara Parameswara Prichyardham. Jnana Gamya, Bhakti Gamya, we have been telling like that. So she is definitely, it is not the Jhanan, it is like that. Jhanam is one aspect. But if you do not know Jnanam, very important point I am telling at this point in my presentation, Shanmukha Sharma endorsed it also. You need not bother that I do not know Sri Vidya. You need not bother that I do not know Sanskrit a lot. Even if you few words, few names, if you understand, and with all sincerity you do that particular one, she will be very much pleased. You need not bother. Even though you are reading mechanically, at least some portion of some names, at least you are feeling with all and touching your heart and feeling it. Jnanagamya Paricheda. Then what you call Hridayastha, Raviprakhya, Trikonantara Deepika, like that you can say. Then if you are a yoga, you are doing Mooladhara Ekanilaya, Brahma Grandhi Vibhedini, Manipura Rantarastha, Vishnu Grandhi Vibhedini, Ajna Chakrantaradastha, Rudra Gandhi Ibhudini, Ibhedini, Sasrambu Jaruda, Sudha Sagara Varshini. She is pouring Amrutam here. So it depends upon if you are feeling. That is what I was trying to pass on through these videos. If I put all video, all information in one stroke, it will just here come this and it goes. So even for me also to explain properly with some examples, with some kind of emotion, it is difficult for me to complete all things at a time. That is why I am taking one or two slokas and trying to do some justice. Then in Kalidasa Mahakavi, he has written a book, Sri Vidya Rahasyam, and it was mentioned there, Laghu Uttama. Laghu, Laghu Uttama means very fast. Laghu means not small. This, what you call, the another as a form of Lalita, she is very fast in giving the results also. That was the Shyamala, the minister of Lalitasahasranamas. She is very quick in giving the results. Kalidasa got blessings of that particular Mata. He wrote a big slokas on that particular one. Chaturbhuje Chandra Kalavatamse Kuchonnate Kunkuma Ragasoni Pundreshu Pasaku Kusumasi that Labde Jaganmate Namaste Namaste. That is how he tells. And some other way it was mentioned, Namaparayana means some expression was given. There are 26,000 letters are the combination of letters are there. Achulu, Hallulu, we call it. What I say in English, there is what we have to say. It is like this. There are 16 vowels and 34 consonants, and every word formed by these is a name Nam in her form, and therefore she will be pleased with any type of combination. There is a particular way of combination. There is a shastram. We need to. It's not possible here, but at least know. If you add, somebody mentioned, if you add Om Kam Namaha, you add Om before and Namaha, that itself becomes mantra. That is the power of these names that were given. And Divine Mother Lalita herself told in the beginning and in the end also, and also in the Brahmanda Purana, it was mentioned, Kirtayet Namasahasram idam mama mat prichaye sada. For my satisfaction, you read this regularly. Then when she is telling like that, but at least if you cannot do all those things on Friday, on Navami, Chaturdasi, Paurnami, all these days, at least you pray to her. That was the thing she mentioned. Then comes A and E. With these two letters, always generally in the beginning are there in mantras. And mantras that were counted was 20,730. Actually, we are thinking Sahasranamam is only 1,000 names. But actually, according to one version, 26,000 namas are there. It is not 1,000. There is 26,000 uh, names are there. We are talking generally 1,000 only, but that was the extra information. At least we understand these thousands names itself is a great thing. Then comes Nandividya. Nandividya means it is Nandi means Ananda Vidya. Nanda means Ananda Vidya. That is happiness or bliss or Brahmajnana Vidya. This was also Nandi gives this knowledge. Uh, at the time of Natyam, Nandi will be explaining all these things. So this is known as Nandi Vidya. What is that Nandi Vidya? It is Nateswari. The next line is Nateswari means when before Pralaya, before the Srishti is being absorbed back, or before the start, Divine Mother, Nataraja will be formed and Shiva will be dancing. Nataraja, Nata means dancing. He is available as a dancing Murti, originally in one form only. Chidambara Nataraja Murti. In Chidambaram, he is available as a Nataraja Murti. And what is Shiva? Shiva is a potential force. But when he is doing dance, what is that dance? The dance is nothing but a energy that is coming out in the form of a dance. That energy itself is Divine Mother. So, Nateswari, that's what we are trying to say. Kameswara, Kameswari. Bhavani, Bhava. Every name, they are not separate. Shiva Shakti, they are together only. So, in Nataraja, Nateswari is there. When Nataraja is there, Nateswari is there. In Nateswari is not separately. Nataraja itself has got Nateswari inbuilt in him. And the very fact that he is dancing, that energy is nothing but Shiva herself. And here, extra explanation, when Shiva was, after the dance, he got the Dhamaruka. He was doing like this sound which he is producing. From that 14 letters came. And those 14 letters, A, I, E, O, from those things, this Nandi combined those letters in a particular forms, and he produced a kind of separate science, that is Nandi Vidya. That was the idea. That we are not to go into those things, but here in Nateswari, the Divine Mother energy is coming out. That was the idea. Everywhere her energy comes out in one form or other, and Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti Swarupini. But don't misunderstand. If you are worshipping Shiva, she will be very much pleased because you are praising her husband. But directly also you can do this in Lalitasahasranamas because mother is always close. My Guru always says, mother form is always, we always go to the mother rather than the father whenever you have a problem when we are as a child. So you don't, no doubt you can utter 24 times, 24 names of Shiva before uttering Lalitasahasranamas. She will be very much pleased. At least Shiva, 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 you can say 10 times easily, and then start this particular one. So, with this particular aspect of Ananda Kalika, Prema Rupa, she is believe that she is a embodiment of love. She will definitely respond to your call. Only thing is, don't do in a mechanical way. At least give your valuable time, few minutes. I sincerely suggest to do these things with or without bath also, but the Brahma Muhurta time, early morning. What is it to do in the early morning after even Ratasmarami Lalita Vadanaravindam Bimbhadaram Prudalamuktika Sobhinasam Akarna Dirganayanam Manikundaladhyam Mandasmitam Mrugumudodjvala Faladeham Pratar Bhajami Lalita Bhujakalpavalli Ratnanguli Lasadanguli Pallavadhyam Manikya Valayanga the Sobhamanam Pundreshu Chapa Kusmesu Sprunirtadanam Pratarnamami Lalita Charanara Bhakteshtadana Niratam Bhavasindu Potam Padmasanadi Suranayaka Pujaniyam Padmankusadvaja Sudarsana Lanchanatyam Pratastuve Parasivam Lalitam Bhavani Trayancha Vijja Vibhavam Karunana Vajyam Viswasa Srishti Vilayastiti Hetu Bhutam Yasveswarim Nigama Vajnana Sotiduram प्रातर्वदामि ललिते तव पुञ्जनाम कामेश्वरेति कमलेति माहेश्वरेति श्रीशाम्भवेति जगतां जननी परेति वाग्देवदेति वत्सः त्रिपुरेश्वरेसि। यह श्लोक पंचकमिदं ललितांबिकायां सौभाग्यदं सुललितं पठति प्रभाते तस्मै तदादि ललिता झटिति प्रसन्ना विद्यां श्रियं विपुल सौख्य अनंत कीर्ति। ओम तत्सत्।